All right, everyone. I am here for my final reflection video on Intasc standards 1 through 8, where I did a lesson on drama versus narrative. And I thought overall the lesson went well structurally. I think I just focused way too much on the Intasc standards. When I wrote this lesson, I was thinking of all the Intasc standards I wanted to fit in, and I was like, I'm going to do this one here and that one there and this one here. And what ended up happening when I was in the lesson itself, I was thinking about that and I was rushing. So when I started with my real world example with my warm up, I was just talking through it, and I didn't bring in like more of the examples of what I wanted to bring in about like stage direction stuff.
Yeah.
I just talked about like their characters and I talked about their setting, but I didn't like tie it into drama because I was like, all right, I got to move on to the next thing.
Do you keep your lesson plan in front of you when you're teaching?
No, I did not keep the
I
lesson
don't
plan.
either,
Okay.
but that could be something like if you're feeling like you had all these, like you worked really hard to
Yeah.
write this and you had all these details in there,
Yeah.
even like a little note card or just something like I want to definitely hit these points.
Yeah.
I've had to do that before
Okay.
in the past, like for really involved lessons
Yeah.
because I do the same thing and I'm like, main idea, but I forget those small little
Okay.
things that I wanted to tell them.
That's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what happened in the beginning, and then I did have like a guide, so like guided notes like that I gave them. So I was like you can see in the video, and when I'm teaching, that I'm reading them and going back and forth. But yeah, so the warm up started, and then I was like, okay, well let me tie in one of the tasks that I haven't touched in a while. That I thought would be cool was culture and the Bollywood and like Chinese drama and everything I wanted to catch in there. So I showed the video of Bollywood. They were kind of accepting of it. I wish I would have done more of like some kind of compare and contrast or something, maybe just a little bit more, because just the video alone, I touched on it and then I went like, "Shoo, let's go over here."
Yeah.
So again, with that, like bringing culture into it so they know about Bollywood culture, but then again, I just touched on it. Then moved into, after that, was the vocab. That was vocab just straight up. I showed a picture and video, and I wanted to go over the vocab of drama. So I did, stage direction. I did lines and actors and all that stuff, and I basically went through that with them. They did well with that, filling in the blanks and highlighting. I used a highlighter instead of them writing because I had so much to get through.
Yeah.
So that worked. And then moving on to that was the next part of my lesson was I did the Shrek video. The Shrek video went great. I think they were able to like tie it into modern, like, oh, what are the stage directions? What are they doing?
Yeah, I thought they really liked that
Yeah,
too.
that was a good one. And then I did some independent practice, and this is where I saw the struggle. So it was cool to see, but I realized it. It took me forever for them just to get over like the matching of the vocab words and to figure all that out. So I thought that was a struggle for them. So I'm like, okay, I'll give them more time. I'll check in with more kids. You see me around the room really moving. And then after that, I had to bring in this narrative piece. So then I read them this narrative story about the sausage, and it was a fictional story just like Shrek, so they were connected. But what happened was what happened was great, but it was a natural moment when everyone just started to laugh about this sausage as a nose, and this giggle fest happened, and it was great. And it broke up the classroom a little bit, and they connected to it.
Yeah.
That was good. And then I paired them back up because I wanted to turn that narrative story into a drama. And they did well on that. They kind of worked together to figure out that. A little bit of struggle, but they just have to think. It was them taking out these written pieces and just putting like bullet points. So that was good. Then after that, I wanted to do the group activity. So we did the Venn diagram on the board and narrative and drama and how do they connect and everything. And they knew Venn diagrams, which I was very happy about. And they all came up to the board, almost all of them, and started writing. And it became this big thing. So that was good. During this time, my camera did die. So I was pretty shocked by that when I went to go check it. But after the Venn diagram, I just did my exit ticket. And it worked out fine. So overall, I think it was a straightforward lesson. I just got lost in all the tasks and everything.
I will tell you that from an outsider, without you saying that, I did not feel the same way.
Okay.
So like from the outside, it looked like a great lesson.
Okay.
And obviously, you know all those little things that you had planned
yeah.
for in your head, but to the kids and to people watching, you wouldn't be able to know that. So
Okay.
that's just something for yourself.
Okay.
And maybe a little sped up, but other than that,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Really.
Well, thank
I thought
you.
it was a good lesson.
All right, good. And we are officially done. So I will be checking in with you later about everything else
Awesome.
we need to do, but thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.